I feel like there's a lot of things going on with kind of like the mind and how to live a stress-free life, but we don't really deal with our bodies and our emotions. And what I heard from this course is that you can actually work on traumas that are stored in the body. And that sounds really appealing for me, because I think there's not much dealing with that right now. And then I spoke with my friend, and he actually experienced a session. And he told me that the experience was so profound that he wished that every single man could experience it themselves. And when I heard that, I'm like, wow, I do want to be someone that can give that to another person. So that's what really got me interested in joining the course.
And so how has your experience been? How has the course been?
Life-changing. Like, it's just so hard to describe with words. When I first came in, I was very scared because I had my own traumas to deal with. And I found I was resisting a bit, and then I chose to stop and to just really trust and allow myself to heal. And when that happened, I can't go back.
The experience has been mind-blowing. You know, I came here having no expectations, really. For me, it was a personal journey, a journey to break through my barriers, the barriers of being uncomfortable amongst women, especially when you're naked, lying in a very vulnerable position. You know, a lot of men are worried and concerned, you know, about their being, you know, and then also the uncomfortability of working on naked women because of whatever society and our culture has instilled into us, either be it shame, embarrassment, and whatnot. You know, that has all been all my different breakthroughs, and being comfortable in my own skin, knowing that there truly is no shame in being naked. What's there to be afraid of being naked? It is your body, it's beautiful, it's a gift from the divine, so why are we hiding away from it?
I wanted to share because I always had this, I think, misconception of what tantric massage was. I always thought it's about being sexual and about people just going there and like using the word tantra or tantric massage, but actually just covering up, you know, like just getting pleasure and that's it, you know, but using tantra. And until my friend Julia, she studied with Mal and she told me about it, still, you know, she was telling me a lot of information about it, and still I had this idea about sexuality and that's it. And then she offered me to do a treatment with Mal and herself, with 4 hands. And I came, I didn't know what to expect, but I kind of like thought I will give my 100% to it. And it was just mind-blowing, really, because the sexual part, or not even sexual, this releasing of Amrita was at the very, very end of it. But it was, at the end of it, I felt like it was I just went through a 1-week intense psychotherapy or 1-week intense retreat where so many traumas came up, so many traumas got released that I haven't even known that existed. And the thing is, because I'm a mom and I'm a single mom of a small child, and I have a certain pattern of relationship with him, but which I thought is just because I'm like this. But what came up in the session is that I was treated in a certain way. I was controlled, I was punished for expressing my emotions. I was forced to eat maybe as well when I was a little child. And I don't remember it being this happening. But what came up during the session is that I realized that I now kind of like do it to my child as well, to my son, because I was treated like this. And it's kind of like through this session, a lot of healing took place, and a lot of healing took place with my parents, kind of like this. And then kind of like fell over onto my relationship with my son. And basically it was amazing. It was like so many things came up. It was so intense, it was so powerful, lots of tears, lots of emotions, and it felt really liberating. But the thing is that the side effect of all this session, which I haven't expected at all, is that something opened up in me, within me, and now it's almost like I'm feeling quite orgasmic all the time as well. I read a book, and if I'm really present, I can feel this kind of like almost every cell of my body is having an orgasm with life without the partner. And it's kind of like almost like every cell of my body became really alive. And yeah, feeling enjoyment. For me, it was like mind-blowing, life-changing, and it changed my perception of this like as in such an amazing work, which I would never say that before, but after the experience, and that's why I wanted to share, because I was quite skeptical before, but it's such a deep work.
First heard about Mal 3 years ago. He was here at Dow Garden, and I was here as well, and he was doing sessions. And I just heard so many good things about his sessions that it really intrigued me. And at the time I was researching a book called Mastering the Art of Vaginal Massage. And so I wanted to take his training at some point, and this is the first time I've had to do it. So it's been wonderful. He is the #1 expert in the world on yoni massage, by far. And I've interviewed a lot of them, I've written about them, I've taken a lot of their courses, and his work is head and shoulders above anybody else's. One of the reasons is because he comes from his heart. I've never met a healthcare practitioner with a bigger heart. My experience was wonderful. It was, I brought my partner here, and we had just wonderful experiences every day. You know, every day we had either an emotional breakthrough or just a different perspective on things, or we learned a new skill that we could use to help each other feel better. So I've had a new perspective on several areas of my life that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I've also had some pretty powerful emotional releases, which I was hoping for, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't expect it in the way that it worked out. So I feel lighter, looser, younger, because there were things that were in my body that needed to come out, and this is the work to do that. Well, my big takeaway is, as a healer, or as a partner, as a lover, if you can come to your client or your lover with an open heart, and when you do something, do it slowly with love, it changes everything. It changes everything. Just the technique of going very slow, because I've been massaging people for years. But Mal does it so slow in his strokes. I mean, he's got some very unique ways of massaging. So slow, deep, and always keeping that open heart in some of his breathing techniques. It makes a profound difference in the effect that you have on your client or your lover.